What up? So these videos, at least so far, are kind of breaking down into like three different aspects, three different parts, themes maybe. And it seems to be like my documented experience as I go forward from here. What I've done so far to arrive at this point, and then kind of the third part I haven't really gotten into that much, but I really want to is kind of context for how I ended up where I am, right? Because it's probably seems a little strange why I don't have anything. How does somebody end up without a phone or car, fucking job, or any of that stuff? I mean, in some ways it's obvious that it's possible. In other ways, I think a lot of people would be baffled, confused, or maybe like not clear. So I was, like I said, wanted to make like another video that explains or maybe like kind of puts into context some of this stuff. So like I said, I was traveling for 6 months this last year from October to April, and before that I had spent 6 months pretty much just working and saving money for the sole purpose of traveling again. So I wasn't interested in like accumulating things. I think one of the most overlooked aspects of like long-term travel is what the hell do you do with all of that stuff that you have? We're always so focused on accumulating things, and we're like told that we should have certain things by a certain time, like a car, like a house, or so much stuff that you start to become limited in what you're able to do. Yeah, some of this stuff is really nice to have. It makes your life super comfortable, like you know, your own apartment or house or whatnot. That's all great, and if that's right for you, it's right for you. But it definitely wasn't right for me at the time with what my goals were. My goal is to kind of travel indefinitely, and hopefully make money. While I was doing it, at least have a good time while I was out in the world, and just make the best of it. So I didn't have much to begin with when I left. And then in the process of traveling, like you lose things, exchange things, sometimes sell things because you end up not needing or wanting anymore. Um, and yeah, when we came back to the US, I only had, like I said, the backpack with a few articles of clothing. It's definitely not business appropriate clothing or, really useful once you get back into what I would call the real world. Um, And what I left behind before that was not much at all. It was a couple of boxes. I think I stored at my mom's house. And how did I arrive there? The truth is, the honest truth is, I've spent the last like 5 years dealing with like crazy depression and just horrible anxiety over all kinds of things. Um, this may not be as bad as other people are, dealing with or similar to what you're going through, but it was definitely hard for me. And there was definitely points where like I thought, fuck it, um, everything here is useless. Here being like where I was living and my station in life, and I just wanted to bail. It's like the worst thing that could happen is I go travel and have a good time until the wheels fall off until it's over. So yeah, for a long time, that's like exactly how I felt about almost everything, whether I was traveling or not. It's kind of like nothing, it makes sense, and there's no real reason to like plan for a career or like the long term future because who knows what's going to happen and everything's always fucked up. So, you know, I never really put much thought or care into planning like that. And in the course of traveling, I lost not one but two phones. I had my iPhone stolen in Thailand the night that I arrived, actually. And then I always travel with like a backup phone just in case. And I had an Android backup phone that, I started to use, and then somebody knocked a glass of beer over on it at a bar, and I just said, "Fuck it, forget about phones." I'm in Asia. I was working at a hostel, and then eventually started working at a bar, and I was like, I don't need the phone, And I'm coming back to the U.S. with with no phone, and pretty much didn't want to buy back into a phone plan here that's like $200 or 150 or even $100 a month because it's just too fucking expensive. One, when you're not making enough money, and two, when just in general, I mean, go travel. Go travel in Asia and you'll find out how fucking overpriced everything here is. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Anyway, car, I just got back a few months ago, you know. Don't have any savings, so can't really buy a car. Um, license is expired or possibly suspended or something um, from the last time that I was living in the U.S. Um, yeah, that's just kind of the way things unfolded. Like when you give up and stop planning on there being any positive outcome for your life, like things tend to fall apart and go away. So, that's kind of, I guess, a little bit of how, without going like super into details, that kind of sums it up. I've just been trying to get over some of the like mental health issues that I've faced over the last few years, and a lot of the mistakes and bad decisions that I made in the past. So I don't really know if that answers a lot of questions, but maybe it puts a little bit more context around, where I'm at in a way. And maybe if it's helpful to like one person that is able to see themselves in that same situation, you know, and wants to get out of it, then it's all worth it. So in the meantime, I'm gonna keep working on myself, keep working on this project. Um, Not really sure what to do next. Maybe I figure out how to edit videos. That'd be kind of cool, huh? Yeah. All right, guys. Peace.